rookie year? What were your expectations going into?
I honestly didn't have any. I think just for myself, I wanted to improve as a player.
What was it about Brian or that relationship that's made you want to meet him?
I just think it's cool because we have like a similar story, I guess. Like we both went to the same high school, and then we went to college in Washington, and then we both played professionally at on Houston. But like, here's the thing: he's like a legend now, and I'm like just starting, so that makes me want to meet him even more. What the heck?
How are you?
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. It's good. How are you?
Enjoying
I'm shooketh.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Everything going good?
Yes. Sorry. I'm very much in shock right now. I'm so sorry.
So, you grew up Kapolei?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Where you went?
actually grew up in
schools?
Yeah, I went to Dynamo.
And then you went to Washington?
Washington State.
Did you like it up there? Was it your first time living in the elements?
Snow.
Yeah. Miserable.
Fall was my favorite, but the snow was horrible.
Oh.
And then I came here.
Yeah. I was at Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Yeah.
See, Spokane, there's a lot more to do than Pullman.
Just straight college town.
Mhm.
You found any local food places here?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, LNL.
There's an Illinois out here.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Out here?
Yeah.
Where?
It's right on I-10 and like Taylor, so it's like right over here. It's
Oh
pretty
my
close.
gosh. And they have like
Yeah.
chicken katsu and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's full on.
Wait.
So good. It's not the healthiest for you, but
No, but
it's
that's
so good.
okay. I'm fine with that. It beats what I have to eat, but
What do you miss?
the most, my family. Like obviously, like if they could move up here, I would be set. I would be set if they could move up here.
Have they
But-
been up yet to see?
They moved me in, my mom and dad moved me in, but it's actually like so funny because me and Bianca were talking about you when I first came to pitch, and then I texted my mom. She's like, yeah, I think you're a class above her.
Oh, really?
So like she like knows who you are, and I'm sure my dad knows who you are too. So this is just crazy. They're gonna just,
It just made me feel old there.
they're just gonna die.
I was older than your mom. Oh. So how's the level? Good?
It's
Take an
hard.
adjustment?
Mm-hmm.
Big
It's
time, right?
harder.
Took me a while.
It's like, but just jumping from college to what like back home was like a big jump in itself.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
then this is even harder than that. So it took me like, how long have I been here?
6 months?
It
5
took me
months?
that
4
long
months?
to get acclimated into the new,
What, just
into
playing
the
wise
speed of
or
play
just?
and.
Okay. So you feel better now?
Mhm.
Took me over a year, probably.
It's just, and then like obviously playing with people that you watch, that's even crazier. I'm like, wait, that's literally Carly Lloyd right there in the flesh.
That's funny because my first year in the league too was with a bunch of guys that like I don't know if you ever heard Kobe Jones, Alexi Lawless.
Mhm.
So those guys were the big names my first year in the
And
league,
you had
and
to
I was on the
play-
same team as them.
Oh, you were on the same team.
Yeah, so like my first year I came in, same as you,
You're like,
from
yes,
small
sir.
school, and had like a bunch of legends playing, so it was pretty cool.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Or do you have any like words of advice? I'm trying to be a legend like you, so that like when more Hawaii people come, they would be like, "What? Brian Ching and Makamae work at Pitch 25?" And I'll be like, "Yes, me and him."
For me, it was, that's Hawaii, you're always shy, right? You come into a new situation, you're shy, right? You're like, and it took me a long time to be confident in my abilities coming into a new situation, and I had to learn a lot. So I literally got cut after my first year. But you know, it was a long story. But I really learned like just self-confidence in a lot of ways that first year, and believing in my abilities because I was good enough. And then it's just once you acclimate, you know, it's just having that confidence. You know, especially at this level, like, the difference between succeeding and not succeeding is such small things, you know, and a lot of that comes with mental toughness that, you know, you either learn or you don't, right? And so like a little example of that would probably be, you know, when you mess up when you first come here,
Yeah.
you're like, the next couple times the ball's around you, you're like, ooh,
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
Like, be afraid. Whereas, like, you have the ability, right? And if your mindset changes to be like, you mess up, give me the ball again.
Yeah.
The next time I'll be different, right? And just that mental thought process separates good players from players that don't make it. And you know, that took me a while to learn. At every level you jump up, you know, like, you know, for me, I had to be comfortable before I really did that, right? And you know, a lot of times you don't get that. Like in college, you kind of get that growing process, the coaches,
Yeah.
they work with you and stuff. But at this level, if you don't get it, you're gone, right?
Yeah.
And so my first year in the league, I was hesitant like that. And so for the first half of the season, I was terrible. But I was good enough, right? Like now that I think back, I was good enough. I just was telling myself the wrong things. And halfway through the year, I just kind of was like, forget this, I gotta work hard, it's my one opportunity. And so I kind of had to build that up myself, and I did. And when I did that, it was just kind of off to the races in a lot of ways, you know? Think about Hawaii, right? A lot of people don't realize it's a small town, small competition, small. So it's, you know, it's equivalent almost to like coming out of, you know, a small town in Texas. Right?
Yeah.
Except there, you could drive places and get the competition. Whereas in Hawaii, you never did. Like I never knew of Premier League until I went to college,
Right.
to be honest, right? So you never really get to see the next level. And even watching it is different from seeing it, like watching it live is different from seeing it on TV, right? And so my path was probably very similar to yours in a lot of ways. You develop a little bit later, you develop a lot more in college,
Yep.
you know, and then the next level here, hopefully you develop even more, right? And but a lot of it's just mental. And I mean, for the fact that you made it from there to here says a lot,
Yeah.
right? It says a lot about, you know, your character, your work ethic, your toughness. Because not too many people make it out of this small town. You got a lot going against you, and not in a bad way, but in a way that's just you don't have the competition,
Yeah.
you know. So, well, congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you.
Glad I get to meet you.
No, thank you. Thank you for, this is crazy. Thank you for stopping by.
No, it's my pleasure.
Blessing those
I'm
with your
glad. I should have
presence.
done it sooner.